Welcome to the
Welcome.
2D podcast.
Glad to have you.
My name is Vito.
I'm DJ.
We're going to talk about some more Dojin Ongaku today.
We got a triple feature for you all today.
even, well, I guess it's technically more songs than last week, huh? Because there's 7 songs, right? This time there's 8
8.
songs. We're talking about 8 songs, but three different circles. So I guess as to summarize, we're going to be talking about mascarpone, because he's a mascarpone, pone,
Pone.
mascarpone's 12th single, Sanka,
hmm
and then Near the Couch, and their, well, according to the CD Jack, it's their 7th CD. It's called Green Park, and then we have Second Phase, and I think this is their 9th CD, Confined Dance. So these are all Touhou arrangement releases, so we're gonna talk about them.
Right. So as sort of like a preliminary question, I just
Hmm.
wanted to ask. I know like mascarpone, they're they're not an unknown circle. They've been featured on Rockin' on Touhou with
Right.
Iosis, etc. But how did you come across Near the Couch and Second Phase? Were you aware of them prior to
No,
okay.
no, no. I was just walking around and listening to stuff. Looked like it could be interesting. Like, you just go up and ask, like, どんな音楽これはどんな音楽ですか聞いていいですか and just like, hey, can I sample some of it? おすすめは何ですか
Yeah, that's like
こんな感じで。
that's exactly what I'm almost like verbatim like the words
Well,
I
it's easy
used
because the
when
way
I
they
was
say
walking around.
genre is weird.
Yeah,
Genre. And I'm
genre or
like,
some
どんなジャンルですか 聞いてもいいですか is usually fine. A lot of circles now, especially compared to like 4 years ago when I first did it, a lot of them have their own like headphones that they can let people just sample with. But yeah, if that's all the preliminary questions, then I guess we can just hop right into the first thing. We're going to talk about mascarpone.
Yeah, let's get it going.
So, you don't really hear a lot of talk about mascarpone, at least as far as like the Western discussions of them, but this circle is almost 10 years old. It's not like
Yeah,
this is not
I
their
feel like
first time releasing CDs, like even like as far back as Rockin' on Toho 4, I think that was actually the first time I heard them. And I don't remember the song like title, but I'm like, no, now that I've listened to Sanka, I'm like, I remember kind of what the song that they made for Rockin' on Toho 4 sounded like. Um,
hmm.
so like that was like 5 years ago, right? Like I actually don't know, but
Yeah, I mean I'm poking around on
mm,
their discography, and the very first instance of them like being active as a circle was
yeah,
2010. So they've been around the block.
there's 5 members, 3 singers, well three guitar players and singers, but it's Ribeiro, who is the band leader. He does the lyrics and vocals and guitar, and then there's Shabadaba, who is also plays guitar and writes the lyrics because he is the hip hop guy, the rapper, that is featured in. But well, there's a little bit in both of the songs, I guess, but he also does the production too, like the mix and mastering stuff. And then you have Matsukiyo, who does more guitars and vocals, and he's credited as Yo-Yo. So I'm not sure if he like plays like if he does like more hip hop shouting like yo, or if they actually literally mean like the toy, the yo-yo. I'm not quite sure specifically what that.
I'm willing to believe it's the latter.
Me too, but I'm not. I'm not quite sure either way. And then you have Shiotan, who plays the bass and is also the DJ, I guess. And then you have Ogiwara Nito, which I'm not sure if it's Ogiwara and then he's a NEET or if that's just his full title. But he is the drummer. The funny thing is on their website, and you can check this on the member section, is that their instruments that they play, they're labeled as like 6-string and 5-string and taiko. So it's like and they all have individual, I guess, their favorite Touhou girls, but it's labeled as wife. Wife is like Patchouli or Sanai, that kind of thing. I'm just like, these guys are otaku for sure.
Yeah.
They recently, like the past few years, they've also started doing League of Legends arrangements as well, which is pretty interesting actually.
Yeah, honestly, first I've heard of such a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have at least 1 or 2 of those CDs. I have not listened to them yet. This is actually the first time I've really listened to Masked Pone, but spoilers, this is good. So
Well, their whole discography or all their album art is just really like cartoonish, bold.
yeah, it's all done by BH, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
BH is not an official member, but looks like they've been with them basically from the start. Yeah, like their whole Pixiv is just mascarpone, basically.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I describe their style. I'm not sure how else I describe their style besides like, bold, cartoony.
What's that one rhythm game? Poppin'.
Oh, Poppin' music? Oh yeah.
It kind of looks like Poppin' music.
Yeah, with this one especially.
Except for that one Parappa the Rapper parody, Flowering Night Baby. I don't know if you've seen that one. But
yeah, I see it.
That one's a little more Parappa the Rapper. But otherwise, I mean, I'd say that their style is very akin to that poppin' music, you said?
Yeah. And I think in general, the album art really... I think I've spoken about this, about how it's important to like have album art that reflects like
your brand.
Yeah, your brand and your and your music as well.
Right.
And I think it really fits here.
Oh no, I'm with you. I guess we can, unless you have anything else to add, we can hop right into it. There's only 2 songs here.
No, let's do it to it.
So the first song is the title track. It's Sanka, which I guess if you localize it would be flowering, would be, I guess, the name of the song. But it's Kanjaku Gensokyo, excuse me. Konjaku Gensokyo. Hi. Gensokyo past and present Flowerland arrangement. Which was this a Seiho song, or is this from...
No, this is from Touhou 9, the Phantasmagoria Flower View.
Oh, okay.
This would
is
be
it
Yuka's
it's
theme.
a Yuka track? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, I know, doesn't Yuka have... Well, never mind. I must be thinking of something else. Anyway, like the song itself is good.
Oh yeah, I really enjoy it. I could listen to it over and over.
Yeah, the bass sounds great. Like the bass riffs are great. The left and right guitar syncopation is really cool. Especially during like the second verse. The vocal melodies are catchy, and I don't know who's doing the lead vocal here. Actually, let me open up the CD and see if there's specifics here. No, there isn't. Oh, yeah. No. Matsukiyo wrote the lyrics for the first song, but it doesn't actually say who sings. But it's interesting because I think
On their
Well,
page, no one else is like really credited as vocals besides Matsukiyo, or yeah, like actually singing. They definitely they all contribute to writing the lyrics.
No, because Libero, it says he does vocals. There's
there it
Koi.
is. Yeah, my
Yeah,
bad.
like
Actually, they all
Koi.
do it. Why didn't I see that kanji beforehand?
But in the booklet here, Matsukiyo is credited as the chorus, so I guess he doesn't actually do like lead vocals. And I think Shabadaba actually is only the rapper, the rapping vocalist, the hip hop. Like, how would you say that? Like the rapper, right? Like,
yeah, effectively.
I don't know if he actually sings. So maybe it is Rubero. It's just the lead vocals of this song Sanka and the following song, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, but Suicho Kurakashiki Desire Driver 2 is the name of the second song, but it sounded like there were different vocalists, like lead vocalists for those two songs, but maybe I'm going crazy and Ribeiro did lead vocals for both. But whatever it is, what I was getting at was, the vocal melodies here are catchy, and the lead vocal sounds good. Like, I like his voice too. Whoever it is who's singing,
right.
Whoever it is, and I know there's a little bit of a pre-chorus. There's like hip hop shout, like just like some hype shouting or something. Like you got some hype man shouting. It's really fun and cool. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, my favorite bit about the vocals is that in the background you can also hear a bit of like the harmonizing coming in.
Yeah,
like
the upper harmony, like like the like really high, but it's like this is mixed really well because like it's not in your face. It's just sort of there. Like that's a good mix. Like
it definitely supplements the.
It's really good. This song's good. You can listen to the whole thing on YouTube. So, I mean, it's the only thing you can really listen to because there's no crossfade or anything, but definitely check it out. Do you have anything else for this one?
No, just really enjoyed the background harmonizing. Just like, the lead vocals are already good enough. And it's sort of like when I heard that first come in, I'm like, damn, this is good. This is good. And now I get what you mean when you said that you don't really know who's like the lead vocalist, because when we get to, let's just want to hop on over to the next track.
Yeah, like I mentioned, the second track is called Suichoku Rakashiki, which is literally vertical drop style, and then Desire Driver 2. So, Suichoku Rakashiki Desire Driver 2, vertical drop style Desire Driver 2, which is, of course, in a range of Desire Drive.
That's a surprise to no one.
Yeah, very, very cool title, actually. I'm wondering if like the shiki is like in a reference to how much hip hop is on this song, because there's a lot. It's a really unique song. This song was actually on a compilation I was a part of, and I didn't realize they put it as the B-side to this single until I listened to it. But that was Ashtari Ritsu. This Ningen 193. Ningen 193 is how I always think of it, but I guess it would be Ningen 193 san, released a compilation at the end of last year, which was Niyomeguri, which was like 10 circles, night themed to I guess the original idea was to help promote the live show, because a lot of, probably like not half, but quite a few of the circles from the show that we played last month, at the beginning of the month last month, were on this compilation. So I feel like that was the original idea behind it. But they actually had the number, I guess the second track, which is right behind mine. I got the lead track. What a privilege.
Yeah, nice.
But no, there's just a second track, and when I finally heard the CD, I did not get the CD until like March or April or something like that. But once I finally got it, I'm like, their song really stuck out to me. And come to find out, it's this song here is the B-side, so I get to listen to it again. It's cool. I mean, I think you'll only be able to. I'm gonna post the part of the crossfade from Yomeguri so that you can hear it, but it's not like online anywhere, I don't think. No, it's not. So, but it's just such a catchy song. Like Desire Drive is already a really good song to arrange because it's already catchy, like already super catchy. And then they add like these cool hip hop parts. Like the verses are all hip hop, but then the chorus and the pre-chorus have vocals, but then the chorus also has backing hip hop vocals, which I assume are shabadaba. It's just it's so cool. This song is really unique and fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to listen to. And actually, in addition to thinking that there might, the person providing like, the singing might be a different person than who was on lead vocals in Sanka. I also just realized towards the end there are actually 2 people rapping.
Oh, they have 5 members, so it's like you could like I'm like how many vocals got there? But
I really enjoy it. It's a whole group effort.
Yeah, I mean that. What a cool band! I can't wait to dig into them more. I bought a bunch of CDs just based on the strength of hearing this song back in March or April, whenever it was that I got the CD. I'm like, yo, I gotta stop sleeping on NASCAR.
Yeah, and I feel like for as prolific a discography as they have, maybe this speaks to how out of the loop I am, but I, like until you sent it over to me, this is the first I've ever heard of them.
Like I said, they're not really spoken of in Western discussions, but which is weird to me. But like I know the YouTube channel Distorted, I think it was Distorted Connections. That guy was always really into more obscure rock, Touhou rock.
Oh, okay.
So like I know he has uploaded at least one song because I just listened to another one like a little while ago before we started this podcast episode, like recording this podcast. But other than that, I mean, there's not that much English language discussion of them at all. So listen to them; they're good.
Yeah, please, for our sakes, if not theirs.
This is probably 10 years worth of arrangement experience here. Like these are and like production experience too. Just you do the same thing for 10 years, and it's like, oh, we're good. That's really all I have to say about it. Like this was my first time really listening to a Mascarpone release, but it's good, and I'm glad I did buy a bunch of CDs while I was over there, just based on the strength of their song from the compilation we were on together.
Yeah. The first time they have a lot of versatility to them. Just based off of these 2 songs alone, you can get a sense for like who they are as a band.
Yeah, like the first song is more like a straightforward rock song, and I mean, like I said, it does have like that hint of hip hop that's really at the forefront of the second song, but still, it's just like a straightforward rock song, Sanka, and then you have垂直落下式, and it's like a super like Beastie Boys. It's like Beastie Boys. That's how I would describe the second song. I don't know.
I suppose I could see where you're going with, or where you're coming from with that. We don't listen to rap much, do we?
Not too much.
Yeah.
But I still like get that kind of
in the sense
punk.
that like there's multiple people coming in with like their style of rapping.
Wait, what? Huh?
In the sense that there's multiple people rapping on the same song.
What, my comparison with the Beastie Boys? No, I meant more like the Beastie Boys. Did they sing a little bit? I'm trying to think of their songs. I feel like the Beastie Boys were, and I don't know a ton about them, but I always feel like I've been told or read that they experimented a lot and they played their own instruments. So I don't know. And they were rappers.
Right.
Maybe it's not that great of a comparison. But that's really all I have to say about this. It's good. Just listen to Mascarpone.
Yeah, in this release in particular, it's only 8 minutes. What else are you gonna do with 8 minutes? That's less value.
You can only listen to like 4 of it because the second song's not up anywhere. But you can listen to the first song on YouTube. So check it out. That's their official YouTube.
Yeah, and then share their stuff and help them get some more traction in the Western fandom community.
All right, well let's move on to the next one. We're going to talk about the circle Near the Couch, and their release also 2 songs. Green Park. Near the Couch is a one-man circle run by the person Elk. That's spelled ELC, Elk. I don't know if that's the actual pronunciation, if they go by ELC or anything, but like I'm gonna refer to them as Elk because there's nothing on the CD or on their website that would indicate the actual reading of their name. So I apologize if they listen to this and they're like, that's not how you say my name,
Oh
but,
man.
and
actually, speaking of their website, this this release, Green Park, it's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. They're just quietly doing their own thing. It apparently, this release had a Tumblr page at one point, but it's already been taken down, and the only record of this CD is on the Chinese Touhou wiki right now. I think it's the Chinese wiki, right? .cc.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's on the China, because you can't rely on the English language Touhou wiki for anything really. So you always got to look at the Chinese. They're really thorough. So, but it's interesting because I took a few minutes to browse through their Twitter as well. I'm not sure why Elk has decided to try and scrub this from their discography less than 2 months after releasing it. It's pretty all right. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
They've scrubbed every mention of it, like even tweets that reference, like they didn't get rid of tweets that referenced it, so you can sort of see that it's like here's the release, and then it's like this tweet is no longer available, and there's still quite a few tweets from the actual day of the event. The classic automatic, "Oh, Comiket was great, thank you everyone." Thing that people just use the what's the word for it? No, Shindan Maker. They use the classic
that literally
Shindan Maker to make their after event message. But there's a tweet, like there are tweets from during the event like saying, "I'm gonna take a short break," and like my break's over. I'm going home. Are you sure you don't want to listen to this? You can listen to it first before making your decision to buy it, because I guess some people were just buying anything. What else do I have to say? It's just strange to me that they went ahead and tried to scrub it from the internet, but no one can escape the Chinese wiki, so
not even
it
us.
is still on there. Yeah, no, we're there. But I guess we can dig into the actual. Well, no, I still have a little bit more to say. Excuse me.
I do as well. So you first.
Look, the release page that is already deleted on Tumblr. It does lead, like they have a full Tumblr site where you can see they've been doing like release arrangements for at least 5, maybe 7 years for games like Yume Nikki, and there's a few for Mother and Mother 2. I think I saw like an arrangement release for like some random free game or something. I don't know what that specifically was. I did not actually listen to any of those crossfades. I assume they sound kind of like this release does, Green Park, but I don't see any other Touhou releases by them. So this may have been their first, and maybe that's why. But I don't know. I just don't understand. There isn't doesn't really seem to be any reason that they would want to remove this from the net.
Yeah. I mean, if it's about, the quality of the release or their satisfaction with it, I mean, I think it's good.
I think it's all right as well. I mean, maybe they don't feel that way, but which I can understand that. So
On their Twitter page, is there any other mention of like them being involved or doing Toho arranges? Because on their Tumblr page, there's nothing, nothing else.
no, there's nothing.
Huh. Yeah, that's really curious.
It is.
In this age, it's so interesting that not having like any sort of mention of like something you're working on. If
Mhm.
I like if it's not on the internet, you know how is anyone ever going to know about it?
Right. Like I see. I think they're a fan of Tanabata, the once Toho Circle that's now kind of like a real band. Looks like they did a cover, like a vocal cover arrangement of Tanabata. It wasn't a Toho, like it wasn't a Tanabata Toho arrange.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what exactly that is. What kind of cover they did. If it comes from, like a particular series.
Yeah, I just don't know. There's not a lot, so if it's fine. They are just doing their own thing,
Yeah, oh,
I
I
guess
I
that's.
respect it, however you go about your creative endeavors, more power to you.
I guess we can start digging into the tracks, right? There's only
Um,
two
well,
again.
considering that that you can really only like find any mention of like the album on the Chinese Toho wiki, I feel like I want to talk about the album art on their Twitter page. They actually have a tweet mentioning that they contributed the jacket illustration for
Yeah, I
Green
mean
Park.
that retweet is actually still on Elk's Twitter as well, but that is like the only thing you can find that's still up.
Yeah,
Like you can even see on Pluty's tweet, it's like this tweet is not available. It's the tweet that links to
hmm
the information for Green Park. So
their bio says Minami
oh,
Mia
Minami, yeah. Okay,
Minamiya
so what?
Mia.
Okay, so I was just curious if like you pronounce the first character as San, but I guess it's me. So Minamiya Mia. Okay, so that's their
Yeah,
so that's their name. Okay,
say that 5 times fast.
Minamiya Mia, Minamiya Mia. But no, they're just I don't want to say like normal, but like it's just some nice illustrations, like they're fine. They're good.
Really seems to like Idolmaster.
They do seem to like Idolmaster, and I'm with it.
I'm on board with this too. So I wanted to, bring focus to the album art for Green Park, which is
Mhm,
Cerno, sort of
mhm.
superimposed on what I believe to be like an actual photograph of these flower bushes. And she's sitting on a ledge. So I think one, just going back to what I said before, I think it matches up well with the style of music that you'll find in this EP.
Mm,
And in general, like I like this style. The style that you take like a real life photo and then you integrate, like your illustrated characters, and
right.
done well. Like you apply like similar lighting. I think it yeah, it's something I really appreciate, like
Mm.
aesthetics wise.
No, I'm with you. Actually, I didn't even look closely enough to discern if it was a real image or not. I guess it is a real image, but there's been a few filters or effects put on it to make it look a little more like an illustration. But no, you're right. That's definitely a real picture of a bush
And a wall or a ledge
and a
or
wall. Yes, of course. Excuse me. But no, yeah, I mean, no, that's good. I didn't. put the really do much digging into the illustrators at all. So no, that's good.
Yeah, that's all I had to say before we
I think
hop right in
we
there.
can dig in. Yeah, I think we can dig into the songs now.
Alrighty. Well, what do we got first?
Well, the first track is called "Long Spell Rain," which is of course an Akayori Akayume arrangement. You know, the title screen from Embodiment of Scarlet Devil.
It's good.
Classic better, dream more scarlet than red.
Yeah, one of the better title themes that, in my opinion.
They all sound the same. Yeah. They're very also actually, no, I think
they use the same like general motif.
Right. Actually, no, I guess I'm with you. I do like this one. I think, and I know you said this is one of the better ones, so not the best. You didn't say the best. Like, I think Double Dealing Character has one of the better ones as well. Like that's one I like a lot. But that's beside the point.
Right, the song itself.
This song, it's like it's ambient. It's like a shoegaze kind of thing, right?
It definitely is shoegaze. Down to like the reverb of the guitars and the sort of soft vocals.
Actually, that's the one thing I wish they put more reverb on, because these vocals like don't have like anything on them. The lead vocals, anyway. The vocals in the back sound amazing. I love it because like the intro has like this sort of stringed instrument kind of sound, but it's also like soaked in reverb. So it's kind of like a drone, like a really melodic drone before the vocals actually come in the intro. And then when those I don't want to call it a chorus, but like those backing vocals start, and it kind of sounds like that drone did in the beginning. So I'm like, wait, were those? But I'm pretty sure those are two separate things. Like that instrument at the beginning, and then those background vocals. I think they are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not both the backing vocals, but the lead vocals don't have like anything on them. They sound uncomfortably close, especially compared to like the rest of the song.
Yeah, you're right. It almost seems like just sort of detached or just plopped on top.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wish he had put like just some reverb, just so, because how reverb works is it makes stuff sound like it's in a room or further away. So like the more reverb you put on something, the further away it sounds in a mix. Even though of course, you're not listening to someone singing in front of you. That's sort of like how reverb works. It emulates space, like physical space. So to not have any reverb on the lead vocal makes it sound like the vocalist is standing right in front of you, but the rest of the band is maybe 20 feet away playing, and it's kind of uncomfortable. Which maybe was the goal, but I don't think it makes the song any better. Not having it like that. I already mentioned this, but I think that whatever that intro instrument that sounds like a string, like it might be like a violin or something, or like a high cello, but it just sounds really, really distant. And then the backing vocals are really haunting because they are soaked in reverb. They're like barely intelligible, but you can sort of hear it's kind of like moaning. It's really haunting. I really like that a lot. It's just the lead vocal. I wish they had just put some reverb on those lead vocals.
Yeah, you slapped reverb on everything else to spare a little for your lead vocals.
Yeah, basically. But there's no lyrics booklet attached with this, so it's not like I could look into the lyrics if I wanted to.
I mean, it's just a mystery. This whole
this whole release is just a mystery, which is a shame because this song is pretty good actually. It's just the vocal thing, just really, it's driving me nuts. But yeah, I would like it a lot more if they had done that, I guess. Oh well.
So it goes.
And then we have the second track, which is called A Mute Cicada, which is a Vol Magic Library Maho Tosokan Voaru Vol Magic Library arrangement.
This is really something special.
Yeah, this is really good. It's just a super ambient, like maybe almost
Minimal would be
yeah,
the
minimal,
genre.
like a almost field recording. Like it's not actually a field recording. If you want to listen to some of those, you can listen to the stuff that Syrup F, aka who's now Mint Syrup, was doing on Bug Daughter 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
But that's basically what this song is. Trying like that kind of thing they're trying to do. Like Bug Daughter actually, I think, did have few several just songs that were field recordings. Um, but this one, it sounds really cool.
Yeah, very very sparse.
Yes, I like it a lot. Sparse piano, but it's mostly just ambient sounds. I I honestly don't think it's a field. I don't think it's a field recording. I kind of wish they maybe did, but this song is already really good as it is, so I'm fine with it. You know.
Hmm.
I don't really know if words can describe it. There's like almost no melodic content in this song.
Yeah, like every now and then, like a slow like guitar chord strumming, and then sometimes like a little bit of like a melody.
A little
I
bit of
can't.
melodic piano. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't make sense or not make sense. I couldn't, despite this I forget how you pronounce it, but this melody that they've arranged, like I'm
Hmm.
familiar with it because it's, from an older game that I,
Right.
have played, but you know, I couldn't catch any of it at all.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it. Yeah, I just kind of have to trust that this is actually a Toho arrangement, but it's fine. I think it's good,
Yeah, I think
and
it's really nice. I could listen to this like anytime over and
yeah,
over
basically.
because I don't think it ever like wears out its welcome. It's just it's there and then it disappears.
What that means is you need to listen to Bug Daughter more.
Maybe you're right.
Gosh, it's just a shame we're not. I don't think I'm going to be able to put the audio for this in here because there's no official like crossfade on the internet anymore. If there was one in the past, it's not up now. So um, just trust when they say like it's just ambient sounds for this song, you know. But that's really all there is to those two. Any closing notes about Near the Couch?
No, none from me. Just that second track, a mute cicada, is really, really, really nice.
Really, it's very very good. It's a shame. I really don't know why they.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh
But
well,
I
it's not any of my business, But
just as a fan,
yeah,
I think I wish there was more of this, more more Toho circles doing like the sort of minimal ambient. You ever listen to Mass Attack's Drawn Drones Drown Drone?
no.
Like it's maybe let's review that some other time in the future. But yeah, it's just one
All
of
right.
it's 4 tracks really like when I think of like what an ambient Toho arrange would sound like, it's that. It's like the only instance I can really think of like ambient arranges, and that's I feel like that in general is sort of hard to accomplish. You would think
Mm,
it wouldn't be, considering minimal. You can sort of just like plop like bits and pieces here and there, soak them in reverb, but I think it does take a lot of effort to like really craft a good ambient track. But that being said, I just wish there were more.
hmm. Listen to Bug. No, I'm kidding.
Are you
Um.
kidding though?
Well, no, I'm not. Actually, everyone should listen to Bug Daughter. It's like a master class for Toho ambient, but it's been a while since I've listened to it, so to check it out again.
Yeah.
I'll link to that for sure. Just because this is the, Bug Daughter is probably going to be like well, maybe what you said, but like maybe this is like the closest you can get to sort of getting an idea of what Near the Couch sounded like. But we'll link to their Tumblr as well, so you can check out the samples for their previous releases. It's just so strange they don't want to acknowledge this one. But yeah, that's all I think, right?
Yeah, that's all for me. Solid release.
Yeah.
Shame you can never find it ever.
Yeah, you'll never find it again. Apparently, and we're not even going to be able to share a sample. It sucks actually, but if you happen to have the CD, check it out.
Oh, if they table at an event again, you might find, this green park for sale. If we end up going to an event that they're tabling at, we'll see.
Yeah. Lastly, we have the Circle's second phase, and their newest release. I guess their ninth EP. Confined Dance. I think this is their ninth. It's just another Circle I stumbled on. I just listened for like a minute or two of a sample when I asked, and I immediately bought everything that I could from them. It's a Circle just by the one-person K. They even do their own illustrations.
They're really good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's as far as all around stuff goes, it's pretty good. And they've been doing it for at least since about 2013, I think. So they've been in it for hot, almost as just about as long as we have, kind of. So
they only have 5 followers on their SoundCloud, which is baffling.
And one of them is me, so they only have 4.
It's about to be 6. All right, we're in there.
But I guess we'll just hop right into it. I don't really have too much to say. Like they play all their instrument, like they play the guitar, they play the bass, they write the lyrics, they sing the vocals, they do their own design and illustration.
And the one for this one is a nice illustration of Koishi and Confined Dance written in cursive on top of it.
That might be a font. That might be a font. No, actually, it looks handwritten. No, maybe it's no. I think it's a font.
It might be a font. I think it's a font.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
That's neither here nor there. Let's hop in.
The first song is called Plastic Naito. Plastic Naito, Plastic Night. Which is a
You can do it.
Natsukashiki Touhou no Chi, Old World. Literally the nostalgic blood of the East.
That would be the stage 3 theme of Imperishable Night, or because that's Kane's stage. Old World.
Kane. Oh yeah, Kane. I'm like, how do you spell that? Okay,
Keen.
Yeah, it's Kane. Yeah, Keen. Good old Keen.
Good old Keen. My favorite rock band and favorite Touhou character.
It's Kane. I know. Just like I've got like Kine on the run. Like Keen. What's Keen? I'm like Kine? No, it's Keen. Kine. I know. I know what character that is. I'm not a fraud. So like this song, it's a rock song. I actually don't really have anything to say about it. It's not particularly good or bad. And I like the guitar solo. That's really all I wrote for this one. I'm sort of indifferent to this song,
Yeah, it's solid. I think it's less apparent here, but as we go along, you'll become very aware that the bass is programmed.
Really?
That's what I think.
I got that feeling from this song when I've listened to this song now like 3 times, right? And I got that feeling the first time I listened to it. But then as I went through, I'm like, when we get to the second song, that's when I thought the bass was actually being played on the second song and the third song too, I guess. But So like the further we went on, I thought it was actually being. You think it's all programmed for the bass?
I can see a case for either. I think it's programmed, but I can be convinced to I could go the other way.
I'm fine either way, but he does have a bass listed on his website, so I think he has a bass.
Okay, I'm wrong.
But no, that doesn't, just because you have a bass doesn't mean you play the bass, you know?
Oh, I mean, I own like 4 guitars. I haven't played a single one on any of my releases. But
その通りです。No,
yeah, that's again neither here nor there.
yeah.
So solid song.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I know I say that for a lot of things, but like I don't hate it. I don't like it though. You know,
Yeah. What do you think of the vocals, like his style and his range?
I'm gonna talk about it more for this next song.
All right, let's do it.
間違いなんて知らないままもう少し近づいて花火の音に負けないように夏が終わる which I decided to be cheeky and localized it as the summer ends. You know, I gotta have that American football reference wherever you can. The summer ends. The song starts with like a riff and like this acute count in. It's really fun actually. The intro riff is really cool. I like that. But then the vocals come in, for the first verse, and they sound kind of strange. Like, are they too low for his range, or is it the adherence to the source melody that's just making the melody sound strange? Like something is very noticeably off with the vocals in this song, I think, and I'm not quite sure what it is. The instrumentation itself, like the band arrangement, it sounds like this kind of song I'd really actually really like,
Yeah.
but the chorus vocal melody also just isn't very catchy, and I'm just not sure if it's because of his range or because he's adhering to the source melody and it sounds strange because of that. Like it's just not catchy, you know?
Yeah, I really can't put my finger on it, but it sounds indescribably off.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I just don't know. And it's very strange because like the band, the band with air quotes, it's all him, but like the band sounds really good. But then something else about the vocals, it's clear, especially in this song, that there's like no effects on their vocals. Sort of like what we were talking about with Near the Couch, on that first song, Long Spelled Rain. They stick out like a sore thumb. Like you don't have to wash the vocals in reverb, but just like a little slap delay, just a little bit of reverb to make the vocals fit in with the band probably could have helped a bit too.
Yeah, because the mixing of the instrumentation it's solid.
Yeah, but then the vocals are just sort of put on top and not like they're not mixed in with the band to be at the front of the band. That you're ideally you want to put the vocals in the front of the band, but you don't want to put it on top of the like, does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I absolutely get it.
I like the claps during the chorus. Like the band arrangement is really cool and fun. The solo rips, like the first solo, but then he goes into a truck driver key change, and I hate those. For people who don't know what that term refers to, it's sort of a colloquial term referring to when a song for the last chorus just bumps up the key of the song just a half step, to I guess, pump up the energy of the song. But it's so cheesy and lame. I hate whenever it's done. I think there's one example of a song that I think was almost acceptable, and I'm trying to remember what it is off the top of my head now. There are not many exceptions for me feeling like, oh, just changing the key, for the last chorus, just to bring it up just a half step. You know, there's almost never a time where I feel like that's appropriate.
So would you feel that it should be left in the same key, or would you prefer
I
that?
do.
Okay.
I'd rather you add more vocals, whether you like are doubling or like making vocal harmonies or like adding a new instrument or something. Like if you're gonna try and or like change the beat or something, like just do anything if you're gonna try and change the energy of the final chorus. I don't think key change is good.
It's lazy.
It's very lazy. Thank you. You took the words right out of my mouth. So it's a little disappointing to hear that in here, considering how good the like I guess the first three quarters of the song are. But it's fine. I still think this might be my favorite song on here, just because of how strong the rest of the band is for those first three quarters.
Mhm.
And I actually really like how it ends too. Like you think there's going to be another guitar solo, and there sort of is, but then it just sort of stops, and I think that's kind of fun. It ends cleanly. It sounds cool. It's just like you think there's going to be another 3-4 measures of guitar solo, and then it just sort of stops. That's cool. I like that.
I have nothing else to say.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. It's just this song that really makes the vocals like something is strange about the vocals. Honestly, I'm concerned. Oh, well, we can talk about this in the third song. Which is called, of course, the title track "Confined Dance," a last remote arrangement. Wow, sounds just like last week when we talked about
Oh, we did, certainly.
Kiwareru Mono Nota, the hated one song, which was also last remote arrange. And these Koishi arrangements coming out coming out everywhere. So no, this is the title track, "Confined Dance." He tries to double his vocals a lot during this song, but one of them isn't always in tune with himself. So he creates like a bad chorus effect. It's not great. It's during the chorus too. It's like whenever he tries to double his vocals, like when you're doubling vocals, you really need to
You need to get it
try
tight.
to stay on pitch with yourself, like because then you're gonna have like weird chorus and phasing effects on your vocals. Like it's not just guitars that do that. It's really just when pitches are just slightly off. That's what chorus is, and it sounds bad if it's not in tune. You know.
Yeah, I think just in general, Last Remote's melody it's out of his range.
Mm.
He's really, you could tell it takes a lot of effort to hit those the higher
He
notes in the
he does
melody,
not
and
have the highest range, which is fine,
uh
but I think maybe he
well,
needs a
it's
little more practice with not just like singing, but arrangement as far as vocal melodies go. Because no, I'm with you.
yeah, and you said it's fine. Yeah, and I agree. It's fine to not have the range, but it's not fine to, you know, neglect, like fitting the range to, what you're capable of.
Right. You could definitely change the way the band plays the song to fit your vocal range. Like I know he's probably playing on like a standard tuned guitar. It's like you can change the key of the song so that it fits your vocals better. No one's gonna know except you that you did that. So take it. You can do that. Other than that, that's all I wrote for this song. I don't even actually remember really how it goes. I'm just too fixated on the vocals not being in tune with themselves.
Yeah, it's a Last Remote rock arrange,
Hmm.
and with weird weird chorus vocals.
Yeah.
When you boil it down, that's all I got.
Right. Like I don't hate it, but it's just like there's something missing,
Mm-hmm. It can be a lot better.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
It's solid, it's all right.
The fourth track is an acoustic rendition of the first song from from Second Phase's, I think, 7th EP, Loneliness Girl. It's called Shoujo ga mita Nihon no Genfuke, which is an arrangement of that same song title, Shoujo ga mita Nihon no Genfuke. The primal scene of Japan the girl saw. It's just an acoustic rendition of his previous arrangement. I do not actually own the CD the original song was on. This is one of the couple they did not have any copies left of, I guess.
Oh, huh.
So I don't actually know what the original sounds like.
Did you check out the crossfade?
No. Did you?
I'm at the page, but I didn't listen to it.
Well, I didn't listen. I don't have this CD, so I didn't listen to the original, so I can only go by what I heard here. I mean, it's I think it's okay. It's I mean, the problems that we have with him trying to hit pitch in this song are still here. Like, and I think this is actually quite charming. His voice cracks at 352, like because he's trying to hit the high notes. Like if you skip to 352, it'll be like in his voice. Yeah, I mean
he's trying. Bless his heart. He's really trying.
I like that kind of stuff. Like if you don't, but I think he's just trying to overdo it. You can, I think, increase your vocal range, but it requires practice and like sustained effort, because you are going to be straining your voice,
Mm.
So I don't know if he's just trying to push himself to do stuff that he can't do yet or what, but like you can tell he's trying, but it's not there yet. This isn't a good or a bad thing, but you can also tell this was recorded without a click because he just speeds up during the chorus and then slows back down during the verses, which is fine too. I've done that, so it's no biggie, but it's just funny to hear.
Yeah, I think just in general, this song comes across as I guess amateurish would be the word I would use, but it's like in a you mentioned
it's still
charming.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
Like,
it's charming. It's I think his his style of vocals suits this. Just an acoustic guitar and him, wailing it out.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think that's really all I had to write on here. Like I said, the vocals thing, it's really noticeable here. Like you can go back to the first song, and I think like that's probably the overall like the cleanest song on here, Plastic Night. But it's just like I really wish the second song was better because that song has a lot of good parts to it. I like overall I'm torn on this EP because I really want to like it, but between some of the arrangement, like the vocal arrangement choices and some of the vocal performances, nothing's just quite there. I hope they keep working at it because as far as the band production goes, like the rest of the band, it's pretty good for doujinshi, like for doujin ongaku, it sounds pretty good. There's nothing like questionable about the way the band is mixed. It's just the vocals. I'm sure they want to keep doing it themselves, but
no, this isn't a Nekurisu situation.
Yeah,
trust us on this one.
It's almost really good. Like it's what I want to say. It's almost really good, but it's just they just need. I don't want to like. Who am I to decide if they need more practice, right? But like something. They to me it feels like they're almost at a level that's good, like I don't know. I don't feel like I can necessarily be an arbiter of that, but like that's what it feels like to me. Like they're so close to a breakthrough,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
they're so
they're
close
just
to
not
like
quite there yet.
yeah, just if the vocals were tightened up, that would be, that would make this feel complete. Everything's like cohesive, working together instead of
Yeah.
you know. What I'm interested in is I might want to go back. He has uh several of his crossfades on his SoundCloud. I'm dating back to 2015. I'm kind of interested in going back and seeing like the development of like if there's vocals on that, how it's developed from then, 3 years ago until now.
Yeah. Like I said, I have a bunch of their CDs right now. So let me check here. I think like the only ones I don't have, the most recent two before this one confined. So I don't have Heartbeat or Loneliness Girl, like I mentioned. I don't have those two. But and apparently I don't have Colorful either. Wow, I guess I don't have the most recent stuff. That's actually really frustrating. uh, but I have everything before Colorful, except the first EP, Hazakura Sakura.
Wow,
I
so
even had what's
so
that?
you don't have any of the albums with illustrations on them.
I have Girl Syndrome, and I have Rinne no Sai Hate. So I have the third. I have second, third, fourth, and fifth EPs, and I also have an acoustic business card. They released it at C94, that has some acoustic renditions of some of those songs, but because I guess they didn't have like a new CD. But yeah, I have like five of the CDs, but it's EPs 2, 3, 4, 5, and then their newest one, their ninth EP is what I have.
Gotcha.
So I do have the two of the older ones with illustrations. I just don't have 3 of the 4 newest ones, which sucks. Ugh.
Ugh.
Maybe I'll be able to get those at some point, but I don't know if they're sold out or if they just like if they make more and I can get some. We'll see.
Yeah, that's sort of
Because
like
I do want to listen to them. So because like the songs on Confined Dance were like so close to being good. Like I want to hear more.
yeah.
Eh.
Eh.
That's really all I gotta. That's really all I gotta say about it. Like it's pretty good, but it could be better, and I want it to be better.
And
Like
there's a clear path to it being better.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's gonna require a little, and once again, this isn't really for me to like tell them or anything, but like it's just gotta work on your vocals, or yeah. That's, guess that's all there is to it. I guess. I mean,
Yeah,
that's nothing. That's not easy, but yeah. I guess we'll just summarize everything, right? These are all good. All of these releases are pretty good.
mm-hmm.
we
And
talked
of
about.
these 3, absolutely recommend Mascarpone.
Absolutely, check out Mascarpone. Mascarpone. I do want to say Mascarpone all the time, but it really probably is Mascarpone. Like that kind of Mascar. That's their greatest hits is called Mascar is Here. So in English, Mascar is Here. So definitely check them out if you can. Good luck listening to Near the Couch.
If you find them anywhere, you are better internet sleuths than both of us combined.
Probably. Jeez.
I even checked on the internet, the Wayback Archive. Nothing.
Nothing. Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, there's like maybe 3 or 4 like snapshots of their site, and yeah, nothing.
They would have had to have snapped between like August 1st and August 15th to
Yeah,
get
pretty
it.
much.
And then second phase, like they don't have like any followers at all, right? Like on Twitter, they have like less than 100 and or something like that. Like yeah, less than 100. Even though they're like they might blow up soon. I don't know. They've got, man. I'm about to buy those three newer releases off from Aki Hobby if I can. No, see, it says I can. So like, what the hell? I'm about to just so I can get them. What a pain. Okay, I'm gonna buy those. Looks like they play Shiny Mass. K plays Shiny Mass. Did we mention that the only member? I know I only said that there's one member, but their name is K. Like the letter K is the name of the guy.
That's pretty good.
Pretty hardcore, actually. It's the letter K. Unless you have anything else to say, I think
No,
we're good.
No more from me.
Yeah. I think that was
it was a joy to listen to all of them. Nice and short.
Yeah, no, it's
30 minutes combined.
Yeah, I think next week we'll be going back to normal stuff, I guess. But man, I gotta go get the stuff from Aki Hobby, get the other releases. Jeez. All right, I'll get them.
Such as
I ain't mad.
such as the life of a Dojin music fan.
Yeah, I guess.
Overseas.
Yeah. Thanks for listening again this week.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
And we will see you next week. Have a good one.